How do you stay human in a world where you can't even prevent causing pain to your loved ones? Life is hard sometimes because often you don't want to be a bad person. Not a lot of people choose to be bad, choose to hurt others because they want to. Most often, you do it as a mistake. You don't want to hurt anyone, and you still do. And this sucks a lot because most often the people you hurt are the ones you care about the most. So it becomes hard because, well, you don't want to hurt anyone, but you still do no matter what you do, and no matter how much you try to avoid it, it always seems to just go wrong, and you end up hurting those people you never wanted to in the first place. And then you feel like trash because you didn't want to cause pain, but you did. And the problem is that you also hurt yourself by this because you feel guilt hurting ones you'd do everything for. Hello everyone, Raise Up, and today I want to talk a bit about how it is to hurt people you never wanted to, trying your best but failing and causing more harm than good. It's often hard to take responsibility for doing something like this, but you have to because, well, you can't blame it on them because that is you who has hurt them. I mean, you can, but both of you probably know the truth, or the truth will come out on its own, and you're just gonna feel bad with lying to them, lying to yourself, and causing even more trouble, not being honest with how it really was. So it can get pretty difficult because most often you did the most stupid shit, and it's not even that you intended to. Most often it's just some stupid little mistakes you don't even think about, or think that everything should be fine because you just didn't know something could go wrong because you were so ahead of yourself and there was possibly nothing that could go wrong, but it still did. Because maybe, I don't know, you've said something that upset this person, or you've done something that is harmful to them because they're insecure about this thing, but you did it by mistake. You forgot, or it was meant to be a joke. You just didn't think that this thing could hurt them. And that's something I've done just a couple days ago. I did something real small and real stupid. I just didn't check something, and as a mistake, I've done something I shouldn't have, and it was just me being not careful enough. There was no idea in my mind that there could be anything harmful in the thing I've done. So it really sucks because I didn't intend to do anything. I didn't even know I was doing something wrong. But I still did, even though I never wanted to hurt anyone. And most often they won't even get mad at you. It will just quietly hurt a bit and make them sad, but they won't say much because technically it wasn't that important, it's not that deep, but still it might have hurt them. But often they will be the side that forgets about an incident like this quicker, and it's just you who feels worse than the person you've hurt because they forget and you're stuck with your guilt. You feel bad about it because you know this person cares about something and you simply up. You just did something stupid to hurt them, and that really sucks because, as I said, not many people want to be evil or bad. Most often we don't have bad intentions because why would we? We don't want to be hurt, so why would we want to hurt others? And yes, some people do it because they want to get back at someone, they want revenge, and sometimes they hurt someone else to ease their pain caused to them, or they try to cause trouble to the person who caused difficulties to them. It depends on the situation, but most of the times you don't want to hurt anyone. And even if the society nowadays says you should toxically work on yourself just to make the other person feel bad for breaking your heart and make them regret it because you refined so much that you've become something that they always wanted, to make them regret their decision. But in the end, what does it give you? What's actually beneficial for you? And often they also don't care that much. Because if they've done a thing that hurt you, they did it intentionally because of some rare circumstance. But this is probably because it's a bit of a deeper topic and not the thing I was talking about, because I'm talking about those low things and not breakups and stuff. So they won't care much about you doing a glow up, you growing as a person, and they're not gonna regret what they've done. Because regret often only comes when you don't want to do something in the first place and you still do it. And it's not that you do it because you choose to do it, you do it because it was a mistake. And no one's gonna regret something that they planned to do. So it really sucks being human because, as I said, you don't want to hurt anyone, you care about them, and you want the best for them, but sometimes you become the worst that could happen to them. So it's kind of difficult because you want the best, but you cause the worst. So both of you start to question your intentions, even though you deeply know that you didn't want this, but your feelings make you feel responsible for the trouble you've caused. And that's what I think hurts more, the person who causes a problem than the person who's being hurt. Because, you know, they will feel bad for a while and you don't want them to, but they will be the one to forget about this earlier, and the person who caused the pain will just sit there and regret causing it. And I'm not saying that as they will forget, you shouldn't feel regret, because you should, of course. If you feel bad about something you've done, then you shouldn't hide your emotions and compress them. It's just sometimes you shouldn't always be so open about this, because it can also be harmful to the person. Because at first you do something, then you say that, well, I feel bad and I didn't want to do it, and you kind of start to blame it on them, that because they were the one that was hurt, and now you feel bad because you hurt them, and it turns them into the bad guy because of blaming your guilt on them. And that's not what you want to say most of the times. It's just you are authentic and you just share your thoughts that you didn't want to do it, but you did, and you're just sorry. But they might not understand that you're sorry, and they might just feel guilt tripped or something. So, in conclusion, yes, it really feels bad to hurt others, and you should tell them that you feel guilt and you feel sorry, but you shouldn't tell them everything about how you feel, because it can make them feel even worse. And you were the one to hurt them in the first place, even though you didn't want to. So you shouldn't also make them feel guilty of you feeling bad of you hurting them, because that's just manipulation. So it's hard to be human, and it's hard to hurt others, especially the ones you care about, but it's a part of the human experience, and I guess you can't really avoid it. So it does suck a lot, but in the end, what can you do with it? And I think that's all I wanted to say today. So have a good day and peace.